You scored the highest in your class. You read books that other people haven't even heard of. You can explain exactly why your life isn't working. And that's the problem. Because most people think being stuck is a talent issue. It's not. The people I've watched struggle the most, the longest, are the smart ones. And today, I want to tell you why. I want you to picture someone. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's you. They've got 3 browser tabs open. One is a business idea. One is a degree application. One is a motivational article. They started reading 6 months ago. Their notes app has 47 voice memos. They know about dopamine. They know about sunk cost fallacy. They know about neuroplasticity. And they haven't moved. Not really. Here's what nobody tells you. Intelligence, when it's not paired with the right things, becomes a cage. And smart people build the most beautiful cages. Smart people are addicted to understanding things before they do them. An average person sees a swimming pool. They jump in, swallow some water, figure it out. A smart person? They research swimming techniques. They watch YouTube videos. They understand buoyancy. They read about the best time of day to swim. They find studies on muscle memory. There's a word for this: analysis paralysis. But I want to call it what it really is: the illusion of progress. Because research feels like movement, planning feels like action, but feeling is not the same as doing. The uncomfortable truth is this: the water will always be a little cold when you first touch it. No amount of research changes that. Here's the one that hits differently. Smart people often get their identity from their potential, not from what they've built, from what they could build. As long as they haven't tried, they're still the person who might become extraordinary the moment they try and fail. That story dies. So they protect the story. They keep it safe, untested, unmarked, perfect in their head. I've spoken to people who are 35, 40, 45, brilliant people who are still in the one-day chapter of their life. And every year that passes, the stakes feel higher. So the risk of trying feels bigger, so they don't try. And the gap between who they are and who they thought they'd be, it quietly becomes unbearable. But here's what I want you to hear. A life lived inside your potential is not a safe life. It's a lonely one. Smart people are the harshest judges in the room, and the defendant is always themselves. They set a standard so high that starting feels pointless. Why write the first chapter if it won't be as good as the books they admire? Why launch the business if it might fail publicly? Why apply if rejection would prove what they already secretly fear? This is perfectionism, but not the "I want it to be good" kind. This is perfectionism as self-protection. And the cruelest thing about it is that it masquerades as high standards. It looks like integrity. It feels like wisdom. But all it's really doing is keeping you comfortable. So what do you do with all of this? You stop trying to think your way out of a problem that requires you to move. The most successful people I know are not the ones who had the most clarity before they started. They're the ones who were willing to be wrong in public repeatedly and learned from every single time. Your intelligence is an asset, but right now you might be using it like a shield. Start using it like a tool. Pick the smallest version out of the thing you've been avoiding, not the perfect version, the embarrassing first version. Do that. Let the feedback teach you what no amount of preparation ever could, because the truth is, the world doesn't need another person who almost did something great. It needs you to actually start. If this video felt like it was written about you, it kind of was, because I've been that person, knowing everything, doing nothing. And the moment I stopped, waiting to feel ready, everything changed. Drop in the comments, what's the one thing you've been overthinking for too long? Write it down. That's your first move. If this hit, share it with one person who needs to hear it, and I'll see you in the next one.